Yo guys, it's Kyle coming at you from Bane's Film Reviews. I just saw Longlegs, written and directed by Osgood Perkins, starring Micah Monroe, Nicolas Cage, Blair Underwood, and Alicia Witt. This follows Lee, who is played by Micah Monroe. She's an FBI agent, and she is going after a serial killer that calls himself Longlegs. It's a really twisted, demented, for lack of a better term, it is a fucked up movie. It will play with your mind. It will absolutely scare the shit out of you. And it's really, really well done. They talk a lot about Satan and, satanic beliefs of this serial killer, and that plays a lot into the story, and then obviously into the murders that take place before and during the film. And there's a unique way that they bring this to life, that Osgood Perkins brings this to life. By the way, crazy name, cool name, Osgood Perkins. So they will eventually reference a triangle that is somehow related to the satanic, and I don't know that much about it, so that's all I can give you on that without literally spoiling the film. But what they do to allow that to come to life and shine through the rest of the film is the cinematography is very balanced. They rarely use the rule of thirds, and parallel is not the right word. I keep coming back to this word balance, where what you get on one side of the screen, you get on the other side. Symmetrical may be the best way to describe the way the film is shot. And that sort of immerses you in the film. It helps to develop that idea of that triangle and that balance created with these satanic beliefs that play throughout. But then when they do use the rule of thirds, when they leave some space open next to or behind our characters, it really builds intensity. It works to juxtapose what they do throughout the majority of the film in terms of the cinematography. It is so cool the way that they do this. It's really interesting and unique the way that they are able to immerse viewers in this film and in this experience. By doing this, I felt a high level of anxiety throughout the entirety of this film in the best way possible, because I really felt like I was in the shoes of Lee as she's trying to crack this case, and learning more and more about the past of Longlegs and recounting some memories of her own through the process. It's really interesting, and it's all about making sure that viewers feel that anxiety and that intensity that our characters would be feeling at any given moment. And Perkins accomplishes that absolutely brilliantly. Then you have our actors. Micah Monroe is not a name that I was familiar with, but she is the lead in this film, and she is absolutely stellar. As they say, a tour de force performance where she just hits every note brilliantly from start to finish, and I can't say enough good things about her and her performance in Longlegs. Then we have Nicolas Cage, who is a hit or miss actor for me. There are times when I feel he's engaging and he's entertaining, and a lot of times that's because it's a weird character and it allows him to act oddly, because I don't personally think that Cage is the most talented actor in Hollywood, and I would say that most people would agree with that. Now, he does get to play a unique and strange character in this film. He plays the titular Longlegs, and I won't tell you anything more about him other than he is strange, he's crazy, he is absolutely intriguing, and you sort of gravitate to this character even though he's so weird and so scary. And Cage pulls this off brilliantly. It's within his repertoire of, again, being that strange, off-the-wall character. But he has moments where he is just stellar as an actor, and he extends beyond what we typically see from him in any type of film, really. I was floored by his performance. Him and Monroe together are an incredible duo, and I hope to see them paired up at some point in the future. I just want to see Monroe in something else in the future, whether it's with Cage or not. That would be awesome. But even without Cage, I just want to see her in more things because she was so good. This is not a long film. It's about an hour and, I don't know, 30 minutes, just about an hour and 30 minutes, and it moves. There's a lot going on and nothing going on at the same time. It moves very slowly and very meticulously through the plot and through the narrative, but it keeps moving. It never stops. There's never a dull moment. And Perkins does a really fantastic job of making sure that we remain focused on this film and that he doesn't lose us at any point. From the acting to the lighting to the cinematography to the really eerie, uncomfortable sounds, Longlegs is one of the better horror films that I've seen in some time, and it really scared the absolute shit out of me. And just to top it all off, there was a couple scenes with some snakes. So for those of you that know me, that didn't sit real well with me, but it added to the film in terms of creating intensity and horror and keeping me immersed in the film, even though I wanted to shut my eyes every once in a while when a snake showed up on screen. I am grappling with the idea of this being either an 8.5 or a 9, and I don't give quarter stars, but for now I'm going to give it an 8.75, and then when I sit down and really flesh out my complete thoughts, it'll either be an 8.5 or a 9. Either way, you should probably spend some money on this. Go to the theater and watch it if you have some time. Wait for it to come out on a streaming service or be available on demand. Spend some time, spend some money watching this. I think you'll love it if you love horror films and you like the occult and you like things that will absolutely scare the fuck out of you. It will do that. Until next time, peace.